Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Arif Aikal bin Muhammad Keshairi, nama matrik AA191136. I and my group member will talk about Baia, Mare cyanide spill. Okay, so the case background. On January 30 January 2000, at years 2000, a dam that containing toxic, which is cyanide, from the Baia Mare gold mine in northwestern Romania burst and released 100,000 cubic meters of waste that heavily contaminated with cyanide into Lopez and Somes tributaries of the river Tiza, which is one of the biggest in Hungary. Okay, so cyanide is containing highly toxic and is lethal to human and other species even in very small dose. So cyanide contaminated water now has that water that burst from the dam now carried to the river Danube, which flow through the Serbia. So to Serbia, Bulgaria and Romania. So it shows that the cyanide is spreading to other country too. So it affect people a lot. So the pollution cause very bad healthy to us, which is human. So the concentration that of cyanide that burst was 100 times more than the limit value for drinking water. Okay, so it reported that this spill cause many damage to ecosystem and its fauna. Okay, so the Hungarians state that 18% to 100% fish died because of the cyanide spill. Okay, so the cyanide, so the dam is built at years 1998 and it burst at years 19 at years 2000. Okay, so what cause of the accident is they still the cause is still under investigation, but they said that one of the reason can't be the high temperature, because during that day that the dam burst, the temperature was not too high and it is not too high enough to burst the dam. So they find out that the cause of the burst is while they during the construction of Tarim Basin, they make a serious mistake. The basin was lined with a film, but the wall were made of soil containing high amount of sand instead of rocky. So it showed that the dam wall is not too strong enough and it easily to collapse, and that caused the dam burst. So in autumn 1999, there are 5 cows die because the water that contaminated with cyanide was released into Baia Mare mine system. So it claimed that it was material mistake and they paid for the cow. And during 1999, the deputy Ili Mihut from neighboring Nagi Bozinta report that the wall of the dam was leaking. So they paid people to covering up the trace of the leakage. So they hide this incident. So they want to make sure that that dam is still working. So next I will continue with my friend Muhammad Akram bin Rusli. So that's all from me. Thank you.
So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Akram Rusli, matrix AA192055. So, I hope my friends and doctor are in good health during this corona. So, in this presentation, I will talk about risks and effect towards the environment and society. And one more is about suggestions steps to take about this. accident, which is Baia Mare cyanide spill. So after the spill, Somatera has more than 700 times lower concentration of cyanide in the river. So the Teza wildlife is particularly affected, which is about 80% of wildlife has been killed in Serbia, and while in this river, 200 tons of wildlife has been killed, which is 82% of fish species, and 20 of them are endangered species. So the spill, also affected the plant. After the cyanide entered the Danube, the cyanide dissolved in the vast volume of water. So it makes the river is concentrate of cyanides. The the plants around them affected by absorbing the water at the river, and makes the plants become unhealthy, or even worse, many of them is dead. The spill also affected towards the humans. In Bonzanta Mare in Romania, the village has shallow private wells that connected to the river, the contaminated river. It makes when they are depends water source towards the wells, but it turns that drinking the water does not risk their health, but it can cause long-term effect by drinking the water. So next, we will move on to suggestion action to prevent accidents. First is communication. The communication in the communication or the communication between the local NGOs and public are very poor when emergency broke out. It's proved by these accidents. So we can improve by improve the communication channels, so that when another emergency broke down, the public, the people will have the info more faster, and they know what to do. Second, drinking water. As I said before, there is an effect. Drinking water could cause the long-term effect by drinking them. So the governments and the hospitals and Berkaitan could take precaution step by monitoring their health time by time, and also they can improve the quality wells or quality of water itself, to make sure that drinking water does not harm health. Third is health. The long-term effect at the people that working at the mining activities can cause danger. So the government can take precaution steps to make their health could be more safer, especially during summer. So the fourth is regional industries. The regional industries, it appears that mining and related industry and the entire Maramis region, including the abandoned site, should be met. This means the government could set, and individual could set the OSH step, so that uh, the safety of the workers could be more safer. So the next suggestion will explain by Muhammad Azlina. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name Muhammad Zidania bin Muhammad Hamdan. My matrix number AA191040. Okay, today I will continue accident report. Suggestion, action to prevent the accident of Baia Mare, Cranide spill. Okay. At the local economies, it is important to assess the longer-term economic effect of the spill and other polluting activities in the region. Romanian has an important economic value in country of Mare, which is rich in mining and related industries. But in the area of fisheries, tourism, agriculture, and other economic activities, it is possible to establish environmental issues downstream. Lot of people, the loss of the market concern business and companies in the area because of the region product image has been greatly affected by the spill. Next, the regional plans. For both the country of Marmores and the entire water collection region of the river Tiza, there is strong need for a broad, long-term environmental and sustainable development strategy. This would include mining industry and related industries, other economic activities, cross-border biodiversity, social need, and increased international cooperation. And then lastly, of course, the biodiversity, the long-term ecological effect of the waste of regional biodiversity, in particular bird, mammal, and water ecosystem. Okay, next, the conclusion of the biomare granite spill crisis. Okay, as you know, granite is almost instantaneous poisonous to living organisms, including human. In general, it can be said the entire system has shown a high degree of resilience. Certain conditions following the pollution, even the sidearm unaffected by the granite have contributed to the recolonization of those areas where damage occurred. How complete the spectrum of species is for each group and the exact status of the population can be answered through long-term monitoring in the affected areas. Okay. In order to gain comprehensive picture of the long-term ecological effect of the spill, the following activities are necessary and recommended. Okay, first, we should permanent survey of the water quality of the river using chemical or biological method. And then we also can analyze the river sediment. Okay, next, the long-term monitoring of various category of macrozoobantic, and then long-term monitoring of fish species, including the threatened species and fish population. Next, we should have the long-term monitoring and survey of the insect, fish eaten by insect eaten by bird, and the mammal. Okay, next, the long-term monitoring of the soil about the tailing, including grassland, garden, and grazing areas. Okay, last, we should have long-term monitoring and survey of the agriculture product of the region, like beef, dairy, and more. Okay, I hope attention should be given the long-term effect of the bioaccumulative heavy metal and highly soluble granite heavy metal complex, and also the stress experienced by species for long-term pollution. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.